What if reality is only a layer hiding something deeper? What if reality is not the final layer of existence, but only the surface? What if what we see, touch, and measure is merely the outer skin of something far deeper, something hidden behind perception itself? This question has haunted human thought since the earliest moments of awareness. Long before science, before philosophy, before language, there was the unsettling sense that reality was incomplete. Human perception is limited by design. Our eyes see only a narrow band of light. Our ears capture a thin range of sound. Our senses translate a vast, complex universe into something small enough for the brain to process. What we experience as reality is not the world as it is, but the world as our biology allows us to perceive it. Everything beyond that range exists unseen, unheard, unfelt, yet not non-existent. This limitation creates a quiet discomfort. We move through life confident in what we perceive, yet aware, on some level, that we are missing something. Science confirms this again and again. There are forces we cannot see, particles that pass through us constantly, dimensions theorized but unreachable. The universe operates on rules far beyond human intuition. If our senses cannot grasp most of what exists, then reality itself may be far richer and stranger than we experience. The human mind struggles with this idea. It wants solidity, certainty, ground beneath its feet. When confronted with the possibility that reality is layered, unstable, or incomplete, it searches for meaning. Some turn to science, others to spirituality, philosophy, or myth. All are attempts to answer the same question: what lies beneath what we see? Throughout history, people have described moments when the familiar world briefly feels unreal. Time seems to slow, depth feels distorted, the self feels separate from the body. These moments can be unsettling or profound. Some interpret them as spiritual awakenings, others as psychological phenomena. But they all point to the same unsettling truth: perception is not fixed. Reality can shift depending on the state of the observer. This idea appears across cultures and eras. Ancient philosophies spoke of illusion and awakening. Mystics described veils being lifted. Modern physics suggests that what we experience as solid matter is mostly empty space, held together by forces we cannot see. Even time, once thought to be absolute, bends and stretches depending on speed and gravity. The deeper we look, the less solid reality appears. The mind resists this instability. It prefers certainty, even if that certainty is false. A stable illusion feels safer than an uncertain truth. That is why routines, labels, and explanations bring comfort. They anchor us. They tell us what is real and what is not. But when those anchors loosen through trauma, deep thought, or sudden insight, the world can feel strangely artificial, like a stage set rather than a foundation. Some describe this sensation as waking up inside a dream, not in a fantastical sense, but in the quiet realization that reality is far more complex than it appears. That realization can be terrifying. It can also be liberating. If what we see is only one layer, then change is possible. Meaning is not fixed. Identity is not rigid. The self is not as confined as it once seemed. The idea that reality has layers does not mean that life is fake or meaningless. On the contrary, it suggests depth. Just as a painting has more than one layer of paint, reality may have multiple levels of structure and meaning, each influencing the other. What we experience on the surface may be only a reflection of deeper processes unfolding beneath awareness. Perhaps the most unsettling thought is not that reality hides something, but that we occasionally sense it. Those fleeting moments of unreality, of intense clarity or confusion, might be brief glimpses beyond the surface. The mind quickly retreats from them, returning to familiarity, not because they are false, but because they are overwhelming. In the end, the question is not whether reality hides something deeper, it is whether the human mind is prepared to face it. Because if there is more beneath the surface, then understanding it would require letting go of certainty, control, and the comfort of simple explanations. And that may be the greatest fear of all.